What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about ElectraMeccanica stock ticker symbol SOLO, Solo, guys. And the reason I'm talking about this stock is because it popped on some huge volume on June 29th. So whenever a stock is kind of up big, I would say at least maybe 5 or 10 million shares traded, more so like 10 over 10 million or something. It definitely comes on my radar. And I've mentioned this stock in quite a few videos in the past, but I never actually got a chance to let you guys know about it. So the stock was up big. It was up 40%, and it's up actually over 100% over the last 3 months. So if we take a look at that 3-month chart, we can see that the stock is up about 125%. So I think now is definitely a nice time to talk about Solo, simply because all of these EV stocks, electric vehicle companies, have been soaring. So of course Tesla is trading at around $1,000 a share. NIO is up pretty big. Helion, I mentioned that that kind of merger that's coming up in September, ticker symbol SHLL. That stock has doubled since I posted a video on that. And then, of course, I just recently talked about Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS, and that stock is up as well. So what I'm starting to notice is that all of these stocks in this current kind of sector or industry, whatever you want to call it, are trading up. So it looks like Solo is one of the next ones to make that move. So before I get into this video, guys, please smash the like button. It really helps the algorithm. So what is ElectraMeccanica and what is Solo? So this company is a little bit different, and I was kind of digging around on some message boards before I produced this video. Apparently there were some rumors that Tesla was going to buy the company and things like that, but I don't really think that has any merit. So let's talk about this company and exactly what the Solo is. So the Solo is basically a three-wheel car that is being produced by ElectraMeccanica, and it's coming in at a much lower price point than some of these other electric vehicles out here. So to kind of talk about the Tesla Model 3, which is around a base price of around $35,000, in that price range, this vehicle comes in at half the cost. So for a lot of people saying, oh, a Tesla is too expensive, or I can't afford it right now, ElectraMeccanica has come into the marketplace with a much cheaper vehicle. And this vehicle is planning to launch in Los Angeles. Here's an article. Okay, so here's an article posted on Proactive Investors. It says electromechanical vehicles gears up for 2020 launch of the Solar electric car in Los Angeles. And the car is being produced in China. So as you can see here, they're planning on launching this car. And according to this article, it says the vehicle is included in the Forbes list of coolest new cars for 2020, amongst names like Aston Martin, Cadillac, and Tesla. So the reason why this car is coming out is apparently transportation has changed a lot over the years. So I want to kind of talk a little bit more about this on the website. So if you see here, it says every day 119 million North Americans commute using personal vehicles, and 105 million of them commute alone. Step into the future of driving, reduce your gas bill to zero, eliminate your environmental impact, turn your commute into the highlight of your day. So the whole mantra of this company is that, and I've experienced this as well, back when I was working my 9 to 5, I always commuted alone. And, I noticed a lot of other people doing the same things, whether you're taking the bus to work or riding on the train or driving in your car, most people are traveling alone. So the whole idea for this company is, hey, why keep selling a four-seater vehicle when a lot of people are going to work or going to school, things like that, driving around the city by themselves. And we've kind of seen this trend, and this kind of plays into the whole social distancing trend, where a lot of people now kind of isolated in their homes or their apartments or wherever, and they're not really spending as much time around lots of groups of people. So this car, it only seats one person. So not only is it much cheaper, but it's a really, really lightweight vehicle. It doesn't weigh nearly as much as a car. Here's some of the pictures, as you can see. Check it out. So it only has one wheel in the back, and it's basically like it's like a mix between a car and a motorcycle. And it's actually a pretty cool vehicle. So of course now you're not going to get a lot of speed with this vehicle. It goes 0 to 60 in 10 seconds with a top speed of 80 miles per hour. But the whole point of this car is really a commuter vehicle. So just picture yourself, perhaps maybe you want to get to work, but you don't want to drive your Tesla Model 3 every day. Well, apparently with this car, it's like a smoother kind of not go-kart ride feel, but that similar type of experience where you're just in the car basically by yourself, and it's able to kind of get to work and back without putting a lot of wear and tear on your main vehicle. So kind of the unique selling point for this vehicle is obviously for some people they'll be able to just buy this. So for me personally, I don't feel comfortable riding motorcycles and things like that. And I see a lot of people out here with electric scooters. So this would be kind of a better option for someone like me. I don't really like motorcycles and things like that. I don't think they're very safe. But this car also is similar motorcycle type qualities in the fact that it basically only seats one person, but it has covering. So if it rains outside or it's snowing, you can actually still get around. You don't have to like, get rained on, things like that. And then also, of course, it's a quick charging vehicle. So it takes 3 hours to a full charge, and that's pretty fast. And it's just a economical vehicle. It's not that expensive. It's like based around the price of I guess a motorcycle, and it has covering and everything. So there's protection against impact and things like that. And it's just a cheap vehicle. And I was reading a lot of the comment section. I was doing some research on forums and YouTube, and people from all over the world were asking, do they sell these vehicles? So I was seeing people saying, hey, do you sell this in Europe? Do you sell this in Asia? Do you sell this in South America? So the fact that this company is launching this, as you can see here, very low maintenance. And also, it has a trunk in the back where you can put groceries. So the fact that this company is just launching this vehicle in North America, I expect an explosion of interest around the world because transportation is changing. It's 2020 now. Families are getting smaller. More people are entering the city, and maybe they don't feel comfortable riding on a motorbike or a motorcycle, or maybe they don't want an electric scooter, but they can't afford a four-seater car. So obviously companies like Uber have come in and taken advantage of that need, but this could offer another option where people are saying, okay, well, yeah, sure, I'll take Uber, but I don't want to spend up on a Model 3 Tesla or more expensive car, a Ford electric Mustang. I'll just get a Solo. So there is a lot of interest in this car. As you can see here, safer than a motorcycle, cooler than a car. So this vehicle, I know it looks a little weird and, we've never seen anything like it, but I think this car has a lot of potential. At first, when I saw it, I basically just thought it was silly looking, but the more and more I read about it and talk about it, it just looks like the perfect fit for someone like me. So, of course, this car isn't a good fit if you're like a family person or something like that, but that's not really where Solo is going with this product. They're basically selling this product, and it's a brand new product that we've never really seen before. We've seen some kind of micro cars like this, basically unsuccessful, but this company, this is their main product. And it's just a really cool concept, and you guys can go to the website and check out some more of the specs. So now let's get back into the stock. So things are really interesting for this company. The company has a ridiculously low market cap. I believe the market cap is something under $150 million, and they haven't set to launch yet. So there's a couple catalysts that I'm looking at. The first catalyst I'm looking at is obviously the launch in Los Angeles. I think when those press releases are sent out, I think a lot of people are going to gain interest into this stock. And the fact that the stock is only around $2.50, it's still considered a penny stock, and it's still relatively cheap. So if we take a kind of a look at kind of a longer move back out to a year-to-date chart, we can see that the stock has basically filled the cup. So the stock was already trading around $2.40 in January, and when a stock like this kind of fills that cup, that is a very, very bullish signal. So as you see here, it filled that gap, completed the cup, and I expect it to go a lot higher. And also the fact that all of these stocks have been going up, as I mentioned. EV stocks in general are accelerated, and for good reason. 2020, we're just in the first year of the transition for transportation. It's going to be a really exciting decade. We're going to see so many changes in the way people get around, and electric is in the forefront. So many companies, so many people, and even government entities, like I mentioned in my earlier video about Workhorse, how USPS is going to replace their 25-year-old delivery van fleet. Electric is it. So the reason why these stocks are going up so much is it's investors are kind of jumping in early when a lot of these companies are going to be launching their vehicles probably in the end of this year and moving on until 2021. And I think when the pandemic situation is behind us, think we're going to see an explosion and volume and sales for these companies. It's going to be similar to kind of all the stocks that we've seen lately with cloud stocks and companies that sell modern day software. All of these stocks kind of, back when the dot-com bust happened, people didn't really want to touch these companies. But over the last 10 to 20 years, a lot of these new technology stocks are some of the most valuable companies in the world. Probably the one that comes to mind the most is Amazon, where maybe back in 2000, Amazon was just basically not really recognized. So now they're basically the most valuable company in the world. And I think that all of these electric vehicle stocks are going to follow that same route. I think they're kind of, people are skeptical of them now, but in the future, going to be worth a lot more. So my take for Solo is, my take for Solo is I want to own this company. I really like this vehicle. I think this vehicle has a lot of potential. So what I'm planning to do it. I bought a bunch of call options on this stock. I picked up, I believe, around 10 contracts or so. And I want to open a long position as well, but I really want to see where the price action goes on this company. I know that that press release is a major catalyst, so we're not really sure exactly when that's going to happen, but when that happens, I expect this stock to explode. And there are so many people in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a very expensive and crowded city. I'm pretty sure a lot of millennials are going to pick up one of these vehicles, so we could see some pretty nice sales numbers at the end of this year. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Solo. Really interesting company, very innovative, and it would be interesting to see what happens. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel by smashing that red subscribe button. I post videos on stocks like this and different industries with high growth trends, especially EV stocks. I cover Tesla, NIO, Hyliion, Nikola Motor, all of these companies. So that's it for next time, guys. Take care.